deep frustration in Washington, I would say also with Washington, for a lot of people over the lack of progress in avoiding a government shutdown. The deadline for a deal, midnight tomorrow, and a handful of House Republicans still blocking a potential agreement. It's a looming financial crisis that did not stop Republicans from holding their first hearing of the House impeachment inquiry into unfounded allegations against President Joe Biden. Scott MacFarlane is on Capitol Hill with us following the latest shutdown negotiations. Scott, are they going to get it done? Good morning.
They were here late into the night last night, Tony, passing spending bills, but none that would avert this government shutdown. The only way to keep the lights on is maybe a short-term deal, as brief as a week. But even that's proving to be a tough sell.
With the government shutdown looming, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is still trying to unite his party behind a bill that will keep things running.
We got to handle this problem, and you got to handle it in a bipartisan way.
A closure would furlough tens of thousands of federal workers, and it would force as many as 1.3 million members of the military to work without paychecks.
Times are hard as it is, and a paycheck being missed is a big problem. We're normal people who really need paid, and it's not fair.
Alice Silver is the wife of a Coast Guard petty officer and mother of two in Fort Belvoir, Virginia.
We're not going to be able to pay bills that are ready to be paid. I'm not affording groceries for my kids. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to these children.
Senators have cut a bipartisan deal to keep the doors open for another 45 days.
We need to keep the government running.
But House Republicans argue it costs too much and they won't accept it, saying they'll have their own plan today.
What's the source of the frustration?
My frustration is that we're $33 trillion in debt.
Some Republicans in the House also want border security measures added. But if the government shuts down, over 19,000 Border Patrol agents would be among those not paid, drawing this rebuke from the Republican leader in the Senate.
And shutting down the government is a choice, and it's a choice that would make the crisis at our southern border even worse.
Members of Congress would still get paid during a shutdown, and they are expected to be here through the weekend as this deadline approaches. And the stakes are really high for House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who could see his speakership tested and challenged and very soon, Nate.
Scott, thank you.